February is American Heart Month. It's a chance to raise awareness about overall heart health. And it's also a good time to introduce you to my friend and former colleague, Jennifer Burko. She's a mom out of Houston, and when she lost her 10-year-old son to sudden cardiac arrest, as you may imagine, it changed her life. But when it hit her family again, she decided to try and change yours.
Samuel Burko.
The doctors say Sammy Burko shouldn't be here. After losing his 10-year-old brother Frankie to sudden cardiac arrest, Sammy's own heart stopped. For so long, the doctors declared him dead.
For the second time in our lives as parents, they looked at us and they said, "I'm so sorry, but we have done everything we can, and he's gone, and we're going to clear the room so you can say goodbye."
But Sammy wasn't ready for goodbye. After hours without a pulse, something caught his parents' eye.
Suddenly, my husband said, I saw a movement. And so my husband screams, "We have a heartbeat."
That heartbeat was all it took. Sammy survived. And instead of a statistic, now an inspiration. Starting with his mom, Jennifer, determined to solve the riddle. How had both of her kids suffered sudden cardiac arrest? Well, the answer came from a genetic test, CPVT, a rare condition afflicting Jennifer, Sammy, and Frankie. Had she known, it could have been easily treated with medication. And now she had to get the word out.
It is my purpose in life. It is my mission. And it is what drives me every day, because nobody should have to suffer the kind of loss and the trauma that our family has suffered.
A career journalist, Jennifer put her professional skills to work for SADS Foundation, Sudden Arrhythmia Death Syndromes, an organization raising awareness about the many causes of sudden cardiac arrest so that her loss might save others.
And so part of our outreach is reaching out when we hear these stories to the families and saying, "Hey, have you done the genetic testing? Do you know about these conditions? Is this something your doctors have talked to you about?" To make sure, because potentially it runs through their family line.
What? Look at that!
Sammy's cardiac arrest took a toll on his body. Rehab helps with the physical and mental recovery. But there's no slowing down the straight-A student who just won a full ride to Vanderbilt to study physics and neuroscience.
I'm so proud of you.
As for Mom, she's using that inspiration to carry Frankie's memory forward, raising awareness one heartbeat at a time.
You know, I'm continuing his legacy by reaching out to people, by trying to save lives and do something in the community that really makes a difference.
Boy, the statistics are incredible. More than 350,000 Americans annually die from sudden cardiac arrest, and more than 7,000 of them are kids. On average, that's about one an hour. And next week, we'll share part 2 of this story, the steps that parents can take to protect themselves and their families. And you just try to wrap your head around this experience. I get chills thinking about it, the resilience that she and her family have shown in trying to spread this message so that other people don't have to go through it.
Yeah, there's no way you could watch that story and not get goosebumps. I know I did. At this point, too, the fact that a lot of parents are going to be messaging their doctor's offices this morning and talking about testing.
Yeah, and you know, there are some warning signs that you can look for, and next week we'll get into them, and hopefully if it saves one life, it is well worth it.